Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 552, and it is your review of Wild Hogs.
Wild
As
Hogs.
always, it is the Nerd Chicana here to host the show alongside one of our co-hosts, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday when we're recording this. Well, streaming live for the patrons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sunday when we're doing this, but it'll be up on Tuesday for everybody on the public. So hopefully everybody gets a chance to watch it here with us on the Patreon for the patrons. But yeah, today we're gonna go ahead and be continuing on with our Ray Liotta month as we look at the 2007 comedy Wild Hogs. But before we can get into any of that, Brad, how's your big game day going today?
I mean, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and I don't care. I have no I have no skin in the game in this Super Bowl, so I'm not watching
Yeah.
it. I don't care.
My cousin hit me up a while ago. It's like, hey man, you doing price picks? I was like, nah, bro, I don't fucking bet. I don't bet. I
No.
don't bet. Like I
Uh
don't. I'm broke.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
way to go even be even more broke is to bet on this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. What's it called? So I'm not doing. But you doing anything today, Brad? What you get up to today?
I just had breakfast with the parents, so that was about it.
That's it. Yeah.
About it.
All right. I watched
Watched this movie.
Yeah, I watched this movie in the morning. Then went back to bed. Took a really nice sleep until like 12. Woke up and
I
yeah,
had a nice nap.
yeah, nice little nap. Yeah, I got up. I got up to got up to take out the dog. So, like from like nine, I went to bed. What's it called? I mean, I came back. I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. So I was like, okay. Then I
It's not a long watch, so
yeah I woke. I fell asleep like around 10ish, and then got back up at 12, and I was like, all right, now we're ready to get the day started. Um, but yeah, that's all I've done today. Nothing, not much else. I did manage to like try to schedule out all the episodes for cinema conditions. So when I want to get these things, because I want to just start recording those again. But yeah, still planning for your last pick to be the season finale. So let's go. You got a bit of time before I call you back up for Jackie Brown, Brad, and
mm-hmm.
then after that, Seven Samurai is gonna be until the end. So
Very nice.
yeah, but other than that, really got nothing else going on here, Brad.
No. I mean, it's been a slow day for the most part, and
Yeah.
we're supposed to get like really stormy winter weather coming in.
Ah,
So I just
it's-
haven't been able to like I got like truck parts that I can put onto my truck, but yeah, I'm not doing it when it's all windy and shit.
yeah. Here it's barely starting to get better. Like it was cold. It was so cold these couple of days, and then that's it. What's it called?
I mean, it was warming up. We had 70-degree weather a couple days ago, and then it's supposed to get 17 degrees like Wednesday or Thursday. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Man, this ain't Arizona's not supposed to have this kind of weather. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, Brad, I mean I got nothing else to kind of squeeze out
Not
these
really.
25 minutes, man. But
Yeah. Just
um
we'll
yeah.
run through it.
I know that the Flash trailer just dropped, so after this is done, I'm gonna watch that. But I'm keeping an eye to see if anything from Super Bowl is gonna drop any trailers. So,
I did
oh,
notice there was a live reaction scheduled for that, but I don't know who that's for.
well, Keon and Aiden are doing that.
Okay.
So what's it called? Yeah, I told them what's it called. We're taking care of this today. So, I think they're just what's it called recording reactions today.
Okay.
So yeah. I know they wanted to do one for Fast 10, but shit got like all what's it called jumbled up in their time in their day. So now they're just gonna do the ones coming out today. So
Yep.
yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. So Brad, I think it's time for us to get into this. Y'all, this is a really small introduction, so I'm literally gonna read the synopsis when we're done with this introduction from Wikipedia. But hey, Nerd Familia, this is Raul Alejandro Mendoza, your current High Flyer Radio champion, and most importantly, the host of the Nerdcore podcast. I love going to concerts. I love going to theater. I love going to comedy shows, and I'm sure that you love it too. So why not get $20 off the first time you get to go to a concert, comedy show, or whatever you want to watch live? Go to SeatGeek.com and get $20 off your first purchase by using our code, the Nerdcore. THENERDCORPS. SeatGeek is a really good website to find concert tickets and other events like concerts, NFL, MLB. And make sure you grab a seat with our code, the Nerdcore, at checkout for $20 off your first purchase. That is THENERDCORPS. And now let's get back into our scheduled program. If you've never seen the 2007 film Wild Hogs, let's go. You need to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've seen the film already, then just go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one. Brad, let's go over to Wikipedia to read this wonderful introduction.
Woo.
Wild Hogs is a 2007 American biker road comedy film directed by Walt Becker. What has Walt Becker directed? Because I really need to know. Van Wilder and
This.
Old Dogs.
Wow. Van Wilder. That's that was a long time ago.
Up
And
and
I don't even know what Old Dogs is.
and starring Tim Allen, John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, and William H. Macy. It was released nationwide in the United States and Canada on March 2nd, 2007. It was the last film by Tolin Robbins Productions. It was also the last Touchstone Pictures film to be distributed by Buena Vista Pictures Distribution after Disney retired Buena Vista moniker across the company's divisions in the same year. And also the theatrical distribution label became Walt Disney's Motion Pictures, Studio Motion Pictures. So it is produced by Mike Tollin, Brian Robbins, and Todd Lieberman. Written by Brad Copeland, and it also stars Marissa Tomei, Jill Hennessy, and Ray Liotta. The cinematography is done by Robbie Greenberg and edited by Christopher Greenberry and Stuart Pape. Music is done by Teddy Castellucci and sits at an hour and 40 minutes on a budget of $60 million. Brad, get ready for this. This doesn't happen in 2000. This happens in 2007. This doesn't happen in 2022 anymore. On a budget of $60 million, this movie made $253.6 million.
That don't happen nowadays. Not
Nope.
a comedy. Nope. Nope.
This was shit. Like for anybody who is young in the audience and doesn't remember 2007 and times like that, these are the times that freaking comedies like this made a lot of money.
Yeah.
You release this now, nobody wants to see this shit. Nobody
No.
wants to go and see this.
No, not the theaters. You want it on Netflix, which is basically what
Yeah.
Adam Sandler figured it out. He's like, well, these movies ain't gonna make nothing at the box office. I'll just make a deal with Netflix and make 7 movies.
Yep. So, Brad, Wild Hogs opened on March 2nd, 2007. The film grossed $39.7 million on its opening weekend, ranking in number one in box office sales and nearly tripling the debut of fellow opener Zodiac. Oh my God! So it
Well, we're
performed
going
well.
back in time. Talking about Zodiac, Robert Downey Jr. Jesus,
Yeah.
that's before Downey Jr. was Iron Man. Holy God.
Wow, Brad. So what's it called? This film performed well throughout its entire run, falling just 30.5% for it in its second weekend. That's all it fell.
That's pretty
And
good.
ultimately grossing 168.2 million domestically and
I don't know what was
200.
happening in 2007, but these are weird numbers for a movie
Yeah.
such as this.
That means this made about internationally. Well, I don't know how much it made internationally because you also have to think about DVD sales and stuff like that. But this was Travolta's first film since 1999's The General's Daughter to gross over 100 million domestically, Brad. Since
He's
99, almost 10 years later. Oh my God. Yeah, but the God, the synopsis is as follows: A group of suburban biker wannabes looking for adventure hit the open road, but get more than they bargained for when they encounter a New Mexico gang called the Del Fuegos. Yeah. All right, Brad. Let me know, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on this rewatch of Wild Hogs.
I mean, and this is going back in time for sure. Back to those old school comedies. I want to start off, I guess, kind of what I liked. Ray Liotta. I really enjoy Ray Liotta in this. I love Ray Liotta. I think they were like, Ray, you're just an asshole and just have fun. And Ray Liotta like took that and ran with it.
Sweet.
Um, I mean, I like some of the. I guess I like some of the shots because it's not hard to make motorcycle shots look cool.
Not at all.
Um, I mean, William H Macy. He's got a few good comedic parts that they're stupid. They're stupid funny, but they're still funny. Marissa Tomei is, yeah, Marissa Tomei is great, great all the time. Before she was Aunt May, she was this. Um, but going to some of the bad stuff. I mean, this is just kind of your back in the day average comedy movie. There's nothing like overall special about this and story or plot or anything. Um, it definitely gives you a few laughs here, a few chuckles. Some of the jokes really don't hit though. I question why Martin Lawrence wasn't more part of this movie. Like he doesn't have a lot of speaking roles in this compared to the other three. And then John Travolta, throughout this whole movie, the director basically told him to overact every scene for some reason, and I don't understand why. Um, all in all, it's just an average movie, really.
Brett, I can't disagree with you there. It's just average, borderline not good.
Some
Um,
part like it does make you like
like
laugh
there's
out
stuff,
loud a few
yeah.
parts.
Like I gotta say,
There's like where William H Macy was like the only thing I could think about is
yeah.
black jokes, and Martin Lawrence is like finish that, please.
But
I
like
will kick your
Tim
ass right here.
Allen, Martin Lawrence, John Travolta, William H Macy all have great chemistry together. They all
Yeah,
work so well with each other, and genuinely, there are moments that I really laughed. Ray Liotta is Ray Liotta, and he's good as an asshole.
exactly. He's great.
But other than that, there is nothing special about this movie. But I remember this movie when it came out. I remember my mom renting it on Redbox, and we watched it. And like, there are moments that I laugh. Like, what's it called? Every time that William H Macy was getting like, in trouble, and like, what's it called? That
Yeah.
that shit was actually making me laugh. But like, there really isn't anything too special about this movie that to say that like, oh my god, like
I
one of
mean,
the quintessential early 2000s comedies. Like, not at all. Um,
it's just one of those mid 2000s comedies, and it's like a lot of Adam Sandler movies back then, and Paul Blart, and it kind of fits into that realm of yeah, you get a few laughs. It's not an overall great movie. It's not an overall horrible movie. It kind of just is what it is.
yeah, it's like it's your comedy from back then, like a bunch of dudes who feel like their lives have gone to shit because they're married with kids and they don't look forward to anything in life anymore, so they decide to just hang out with each other, and hopefully, what's it called? It changes their life, and by the end, they end up finding what's it called missing, and and it's apparently just them being friends together again. And it's simple stuff, and it works at times, but most of the time, like I was really like just bored with this movie,
I
bro.
mean, I think I if I didn't bring up John McGinley
Yeah.
as the cop who finds him in the forest, the state patrol
Oh,
officer
that shit
who
was
finds him.
fucking
That
funny.
shit's hilarious. Like anytime he was on screen throughout that whole thing, that shit was funny.
Yeah. Like, please continue. Like, please keep saying what you're saying. I'm like, oh my god, that shit actually made me laugh. That shit was
And then when
actually
they're
funny.
skinny dipping and the whole family comes in, they're like, "Can we
Yeah.
join you?" And they're just like, "Yo, no." And it's like,
No.
and then he dies. Like, oh, I can get some crawfish. It's like you don't want to do that. That those scenes are stupidly funny, just
Well, yeah.
because you're just like they're overly awkward, and you're glad it's not happening to you, and it's just funny.
Yeah, that shit was actually pretty funny. But I well, what's it called? Like, I gotta say, what's it called? Sorry. I gotta say that it like they work. Like, what's it called? Martin Lawrence. Like, I think to me, Martin Lawrence is my favorite one in this, but that's because I'm just a big Martin Lawrence guy.
Well, and I don't think they utilized him enough. I don't think he had enough part in this movie. Any part he played, it was pretty funny. But I think for the most part, it was really Macy, Tim Allen, and John Travolta who had the most speaking engagement in this. I
Yeah,
do got to bring up Kevin Durand as Ray Liotta's henchman, like the really dumb one, because his shit made me laugh too. When just anytime he opened his mouth, it was funny.
yeah. Oh God, this is really hard, guys. Like, what's it called? We don't have a lot to say for 25 minutes here because, like, what's it called? I honestly just I gotta say, like, I like the what's it called the chemistry between the main cast. I think that Ray Liotta is really good because, well, not really good, but he's
I
good
mean,
because he's fucking
they had some good cameos. The Tuttles
yeah.
were in there. They had Peter Fonda at the end,
Oh, that's
little
right. Yeah,
Easy
Peter
Rider
Fonda.
throwback. I mean, the Sklars, the two twins like they're bringing up like comedy acts I hadn't seen or remembered in forever. And I'm going, oh
Yeah,
yeah, I know that that Sheriff Charlie. He looks familiar, and um, yeah, even Marissa Tomei was like, what the fuck is Marissa Tomei doing in this? Making out with William H Macy, of all people.
of all people, bro. That's fucking Frank
Yeah,
Gallagher, bro. Frank Gallagher from Shameless, bro.
what the hell?
But like I said, Brad, it's good to see that that William H Macy has all of this what's it called what range because like you look at him in this and then you're like I can't imagine this guy being so good in fucking Boogie Nights or like Fargo. He's just a really versatile actor because he can really do it all.
Oh, then half of Tenacious D had a cameo. Kyle Gass up there singing his heart out.
Oh man.
That shit did make me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. And then the very end, before the credits roll, or I guess during credit rolls, where they do Ty Pennington up there showing the newly renovated house, and Ray Liotta just not even able to get a word off, just crying. It's
Oh man.
stupid. It kind of works, but at the same time, it doesn't always hit.
Nah, that's ultimately what I think is like, hey, you got a couple laughs out of me, but this is your really simple run of the mill 2007 comedy
Yeah,
that I'm glad I revisited all these years later. But honestly, man, I think after this, I'm good. I don't really want to rewatch this again. Like, it's kind of
yeah,
really dumb at times to the point where it's like I'm rolling my eyes, kind of dumb.
yeah. Yeah.
Not I'm laughing type of dumb.
I, 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 I mean, this is Ray Liotta month, and honestly, I think Ray Liotta is one of the best parts of this movie,
Yeah,
which we keep seeing is we keep seeing these very average movies, but Ray Liotta is really fucking good in them.
yeah, and that's a good thing, Like,
Yeah,
what's it called? I'm glad that the Ray Liotta is actually what's it called good in these movies. And well, Brad, we got to get to it though. What are you gonna go ahead and give this? What's your final verdict?
I'm trying to like this is kind of difficult because it's not a shit movie. It's nothing special. It's not like horrible like other movies we've watched before. I'm leaning on like a 6.5, like a six and a half.
6.5.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning on a 6.5.
All right, Brad. I gotta come in a lot lower though, because like honestly, Brad, there were points for this where I was just disconnected. I was like,
I
you're
mean, I don't
losing.
disagree, but it's like it's not a horrible movie. Like
No, it's not
usually, if
terrible.
I'm getting in the 5 or 4 range, I'm like, it's it's whatever. Like I could watch this again and be okay with it. Like in 10 to 20 years, when I forget I watched it all those years before. Um, so yeah, I'll probably go 6.5.
All right,
It's an all right movie. There's nothing special. Ray Liotta, rest in peace, did really good at it.
I'm coming in at a 4.5 out of 10. This movie's what's it called borderline kind of bad, but
I mean,
I'm
not
just there.
quite there. Like I want to know why they were like John Travolta just overact every scene.
Yeah, or like honestly, Tim Allen kind of annoys me in this, movie, like
Well,
to an
Tim Allen
extent.
annoys everyone anyway.
Yeah. But it's just your standard run of the mill 2007 comedy. And I think everybody works well together, so I really can't fault it too much. But I'm just gonna stick with my what's it called? 4.5 out of 10. Also, I just love that I never put up the spoiler banner. Wow. Um, that's gotta tell you something about this movie. To the point that I forgot. I'm
I
really
don't think
sorry.
you should be worried about being really spoiled by this.
Yeah. I promise you nothing bad comes out of getting this movie spoiled. Like you're not
Not
really
really.
missing out
Like
on a
like
lot.
we could tell you like the whole fucking synopsis, and then you go watch it and be like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. But that is our review of Wild Hogs. We're gonna be back live on patreon.com/nerdcore. At the $1 tier and above, we'll be live for our review of Dread because the patrons have spoken. That is the one that they want us to review this month. And then that will be available on Thursday for everybody on for the public sphere. So what's it called? I want to say Wednesday we'll probably do that. Yeah, we agreed on Wednesdays, right, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Wednesdays,
we'll
cool.
record Wednesday.
Yeah, so Wednesday night, y'all come and check that out, and it'll go live for everybody at 1 p.m. But
But tomorrow catch the Gamer Core where we'll
yep,
be doing review of the newest Last of
episode.
Us episode.
Yeah, yeah. Did you get to sit down and watch that?
No, I'll be watching it tonight.
Yeah, cool. So I'm thinking in the future this is out for the public, so please check out that episode that's already out. And then of course, what's it called? Catch us on Thursday for our review of Dread. I'm actually excited to revisit that movie because I don't remember if I watched that or not.
Hmm.
But all I know is that it's known as the better Dread movie.
I mean, I liked it from what I remember back in the day. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank everybody who what's it called joins us in the comments on the YouTubes. Make sure that you're leaving a comment. Make sure that you're liking the video, and make sure if you're a new subscriber, you're turning on that notification bell after you subscribe, or even if you already are a subscriber and this managed to get into your sub box and you don't have your notification bell on, turn it on, please. Also, if you're listening to us on a podcast platform that allows you to drop a 5-star review, drop it, please. It helps us out a lot. At I believe 150 reviews, we're allowed to apply for Tomato Meter critic status. So you would love to see that, guys. Come on, let's don't deny us of that. So drop a 5-star review. Also, make sure you're keeping up to date with us by visiting thenerdcore.com for reviews, interviews, and all those other wonderful things that we do. Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, and our Patreon is patreon.com/nerdcore for tiers as low as $1. Of course, you also have our Discord, so that way you can keep up to date with the conversation on movies and all things movies. Talk to us. It's in the description of our podcast audio podcast episode and on YouTube. But of course, Brad, we do have some special people that we need to shout out because they're the ones who make this possible. That's our wonderful patrons. Patrons make this possible. So thank you so much, patrons. I'm just like all over the place right now. So, Brad, we got to tell them about our wonderful producer, our legacy producer, Shane.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter. Is it Twitter? Yeah, Twitter or Instagram, I think. No,
Twitter
Twitter.
is what's it called?
Thrifted
Prison City.
IL. Twitter is
Yeah,
Thrifted IL. Instagram is
Prison City shit.
Prison City Shit. And then you can go buy something from the Suppy God at PrisonCityVintage.com.
Hell yeah. PrisonCityVideo.com, where you can go in person at Crest Hill, Illinois. He has the what's it called? The address there and the on the website. So go check that out. Also, we have to shout out our wonderful Kylie.
Hi, Kylie. This is pre recorded, so you'll figure that out.
Yeah. Well, Kylie can be here live. She's just
Oh,
not here. Of course, she's probably
that's
watching
true.
the game.
Yeah,
She's
it's
watching the
it's
game.
it's Super Bowl Sunday. That's why we had literally zero.
Yeah. Everybody wants to watch the game. Nobody wants
Yeah,
to hear us talk about Wild Hog.
even Stacy didn't even show up.
Stacy really give a shit that much about the Super Bowl,
I
bro?
don't
Come on,
know.
man.
I don't know. Maybe.
You can follow Kylie at Kylie PLI on Twitter, Kylie P Sports 90 on Instagram. And yeah, we have one more to do for Kylie for this month. I wonder what movie she's going to make us watch, but I'm pretty sure she'll let us know in the coming days. So just stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, It's been a wonderful time. We'll see you all on Thursday for our review of Dread. Brad, set him out.
Right, Raul. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all those who join us in the chat. Whenever you see this, we won't be here, but thank you anyway. And to end this episode, I'm just gonna say wear a helmet when you ride a motorcycle, especially if you're William H Macy. You can get out.
Vroom, vroom.
Skirt.